Rows of Mediterranean trees like apricot, pear, and fig.
Ew, think about all the bugs.
Can we put that on our charcuterie?
Now on this episode, we are gonna be talking about the Jophie wedding, the Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas wedding.
Set in the French countryside. 20 acres of magic.
Bonjour,
Look
bonjour.
at this venue. They have so many fun moments, from the beautiful outdoor ceremony space to the pool.
Which they all ended up at the end of the night of their wedding.
And I feel like this estate in particular is just gorgeous, inside and out.
So special, so magical.
The personalization touches, I think, are what modernized this wedding. They put pool floats in this very regal pool. You'll see they had custom Coors Light bottles made.
Which is just so fun. And again, I think that's a callback to maybe their first wedding, because this was their sequel wedding.
Yes, they got married right after the VMAs.
In a little chapel in Vegas. So you definitely know that they had a few Coors Lights before that.
All right, Jason, I think we can agree on our 3 must-haves for this venue search. We need something green.
So green,
woodsy,
naturey, woodsy, yes.
A chateau or a house.
Chateau or house.
Celebrities really love these estates, don't
but
they?
so do we.
So do we. And last but not least, we need an indoor-outdoor vibe, something that can flex. We have each chosen a venue from the Knot Marketplace that is the closest match to the inspiration.
Then we'll pitch those venues to you. Now, I found an amazing venue on the Knot Marketplace, but also I've worked in this property before. I've done a wedding there, so I know a lot about it. It's called the Langham, and it's in Pasadena, California.
Wow.
Look at how beautiful that is. It sits on 23 acres of land, and it's all rolling greens and gardens.
Okay, so tell me about the indoor-outdoor options. How could you move from one space to the other?
Well, I think the beautiful thing is they have a gorgeous horseshoe garden, which offers like a panoramic view of the San Marino Valley. So I think that's a really, really lush, grassy area that can, again, accommodate different type of events.
I love this Japanese sunken garden. I feel like it's such a great spot for wedding photos, for portraits.
That's actually where we do a lot of the first looks, because it literally lives in the middle of the property, so you're able to do a lot of unique things in that space. Another great thing about this property, it has multiple ballrooms, so you can do something that's a little bit more intimate to something that's very, very large. For 379 guest rooms, that's a lot of people you can entertain.
A lot of people.
Luckily, they have all catering in-house, because again, it's a full operating hotel, so they have an amazing chef, an amazing culinary program. But again, I think that those are some of the questions you want to ask is, are there preferred vendors? So making sure that, again, if there's a selective list of people that they can work with, making sure you know that at the front.
That's a great point, because some venues only allow you to work with their preferred vendors, which could be people you want to work with, people who maybe don't meet your aesthetic or your budget, or it's a good question to ask up front. So I also went to the Knot Marketplace and I found the Chateau at Coindre Hall. This is a beautiful property in Huntington, New York.
Wow.
And it is a chateau, which I thought really, gave me that French vibe, just like Sophie and Joe. It has a 250 guest capacity, and you've got a lot of elements that feel really special and specific to a chateau.
I mean, is that 12 chimneys that I'm counting over there?
But yeah, the architecture here is just incredible.
And I love actually the historical elements of the brick.
Yes. All right, and Jason, let me take you inside.
Wow.
Look at this staircase.
Is that a spiraling staircase?
It is ripe for photography. And I love that there are different shapes. Some of these rooms are really round and others have more square elements. They have really big floor-to-ceiling windows. There are so many beautiful spaces, which just really allow you to take it over and for it to be the party space for each of your individual events, from ceremony to cocktail hour to reception. They have a great after-party menu that includes chicken fingers and grilled cheese.
It feels very Sophie and Joe to have chicken fingers.
Wouldn't that pair well with a Coors Light?
Right?
Match made in heaven.
Someone get me a side of ranch. Now, I think a super important thing when it comes to planning your wedding, and again, there's so many different variables and so many steps that I know can be overwhelming, but start at the Knot Marketplace and look at just kind of an idea of what you want. If it be the location, or if it be the, type of venue that you're even thinking or dreaming of, that's a great way to just start the process.
It gives you your date, it helps determine your vibe, the aesthetic, and if you start there, I feel like everything else starts to cascade into place.
Like we said, it's the canvas.
All right, so we each had amazing venues.
Yes, but it's not up to us.
No, it's not. It's up to you guys, the viewers, to choose your favorite pick and where you would want to have your celebrity wedding. So pop your pick in the comments below.
And make sure you subscribe to The Knot to see more episodes.